Let's go ahead and get this one up to the next level. And I hope for Thunder. I really want... Huh? No! Hello everyone, it is Cyberburst and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Go. In this video, I have so much to evolve, it is crazy. As you guys saw the other video, which was the rating Pokemon episode number 2, I was at a different location than usual. That location itself is called Cakedown, which is the self-proclaimed Pokemon capital in the Netherlands. And so many weird, strange Pokemon spawn there that we usually don't see around there. And I actually kind of want to go through what we caught, and then I'm gonna evolve everything that I can evolve in order to showcase like some cool Pokemon to you guys. So there's some really crazy Pokemon out there. So I think I've assorted by recent, yes. And starting off with Slowbro, Bellsprout, Flareon, Dratini, Bulbasaur, Sandshrew, which I don't see around here at all. So basically the location was like a beach, and there's a lot of water Pokemon down there, but there are also a lot of electric types, which you see a Voltorb every other second or something like that. It's basically like the Pidgeys or the Rattatas in some areas, is the Voltorbs over there. Also a whole bunch of Magnemites, Execute, some Magnetons in the wild at the same time as well, which is pretty crazy. There's 2 Laprases that spawned there today. I only managed to get one of them. Tentacruel, because it's near the sea, obviously. An 18 CP Graveler, which I thought was kinda cute and funny at the same time. I mean, it's a Graveler. It's like an evolved form, but it's only 18 CP, which is kinda funny to me. We found this Electabuzz, which is a boss. It has Thunderbolt and Thunder Shock, and I kind of want to power this one up in the future because I'm kind of lacking a very strong, electric type attacker. So Electabuzz is going to fill in the gap really nicely, and I had a lot of Electabuzzes from a 10km egg. As you guys can see, I have 74 Electabuzz candy, so I can definitely power this one up quite a bit, so this should get me pretty far. I'm pretty happy with Machamps because we found a bunch of Machamps, so we're going to be making a Machamp a little bit later in this episode as well. Finally, a new Pokédex entry. That's gonna be really exciting, but I just wanted to showcase we found a couple of Machamps down there, which is really cool. This Bonita blew me away, not because it's a fire type, but it's really crazy how far fire types in their base form can be. This Bonita 1131 is incredibly high, and we're gonna evolve this one a little bit later as well. I have a Magikarp that look at my Magikarp candy. I've been looking so hard for such a long time to find a good Magikarp. So we're gonna evolve 2 Magikarps a little bit later. I found a bunch of Growlithes, and there's not a whole lot of Growlithes, or Growlithe? I don't know. There's not a whole lot of doggies around my area here, so, you know, I'm having trouble finding fire dogs. So, you know, I'm not sure if I want to evolve this one. We found a Pinsir, of course. People went crazy over a Pinsir, so that's pretty funny. Magmar, Ductrio, Jinx, a bunch of Magnemites once again. This Magikarp in particular, 178, was not all that bad. I was pretty happy that I caught this one, and that's pretty much about it. Of course, I want to open up my lucky egg because we're gonna be evolving, and it would be a waste to let that experience go to waste. So, that being said, I suppose we're just gonna start from the top here, and we're gonna give this Bellsprout a little spin here and evolve this Bellsprout into a Weeping Bell. Now, Victory Bell, if you get a Weeping Bell into a Victory Bell, is one of the best Pokemon in Pokemon Go right now that is not a legendary. So, if you can get yourself a Victory Bell with Solar Beam, it's gonna be so incredibly powerful. Definitely recommend you invest some time and effort into that Pokemon because it can really tear gyms apart. So right now, as you guys can see, we got a Weeping Bell with Acid and Sludge Bomb. Now, of course, these attacks can always change whenever we evolve this Pokemon into their final stages. So we need a little bit more candy before we can go ahead and do that. So I've been sitting on a whole lot of Poliwag candy for a while here. So I figured, why not just evolve a Poliwhirl into a Poliwrath? So let's go ahead and do that. Now, Poliwrath is one of the best gym defenders in the game, if it isn't the best one out there, because it has such a nice moveset. I mean, it's such a nice attack typing, and there's water alongside with fighting. It's pretty hard to defend against, and then Poliwrath has such a load of defense, and look at him being all cool and stuff with his fist being all like this, being ready to attack. So this one has Bubble and Submission, which I don't really mind, to be honest, because Submission is a fighting type move and Bubble is a water type move, so it's kind of like, you know, switching things around. It is not the best moveset in the world. It can be with Bubble, Hydro Pump, which is the better one of the two. I have the Dratini, which I could evolve, and I will probably do this in the future, but I have a Dragonair, which I want to evolve into a Dragonite, so that's a different video here. Over here we got a Voltorb. Look at the candy, once again, so crazy. We're gonna evolve this one for sure and see how much this one's gonna be. This one's pretty powerful, should be a nice attacker. I'm just a little bit worried about the attack that we're going to be getting with this Electrode right here. I kind of like Voltorb. It's kind of funny whenever you're throwing a Pokeball at a Voltorb to see the Voltorb going inside of the Pokeball. I think it's funny, like a Pokeball going inside of a Pokeball. You should actually read the Pokédex entries of some of these Pokemon, they're pretty insane. So over here we got an Electro with Tackle and Hyper Beam. I don't mind this at all. I think this is kind of funny and kind of cool at the same time. It has two normal type attacks, but they're not bad at all. I kind of wish that the Electrode had like an electric attack, but you know what? It's completely fine. I'll take it. 1352, not that bad. Over here we got a Bulbasaur. I just figured why not just evolve a Bulbasaur. I have a Venusaur. It almost has 2000 CP right now, which is a beast. But I kind of want to get a second one, you know. I don't have a Venusaur with Solar Beam. And this one will have the ability to get Solar Beam if we're a little bit lucky here. So here it is, Ivysaur, one of the starter Pokemon right now in the second form. And I'm curious to find out. It is only 321 CP, it didn't get much upon evolution. But it has Fine Whip and Power Whip. And Power Whip is actually, I'm not sure if Power Whip is a good one. I had Power Whip on my last one, so I'm not really feeling that confident about this Ivysaur, to be honest. Anyway, moving on to Magnemite. I can evolve 3 Magnemites into a Magneton. This one has a Magnet Bomb, which isn't a great attack because it's like a 4-charge attack and it's only doing 30 damage. But it does have Electric Shock, so let's see what it's going to be getting upon evolving this bad boy. I'm actually going to take a sip of more water because it's going to be a little bit of a longer episode. But you know, evolutions are cool. I always love to evolve stuff and I never really save up for an episode like this. So I figured if you guys want more evolution, make sure to let me know. And I'll save up a whole bunch of more Pokemon to evolve for you guys in a single episode. As you guys can see, Magneton actually right now still has Magnet Bomb, which I'm not that happy with. But it does have Spark, which is an electric type. So I suppose in that regard it is going to be pretty good. Moving on, Sandshrew. So same with Doduo. Sandshrew is one of these Pokemon I never see. I only got them ever inside of X, but at Cakedown we found so many Sandshrews. You see 105 Sandshrew candy, which is completely wild to me. Dig is kind of a cool attack. I think Dig is the strongest 3-charge attack. Look at this. 3 charges doing 70 damage. To be honest, that is insane. That is, there are some attacks out there with only two bars to charge up and only doing like 50, 55 damage as opposed to the 70 that Dig has. So that's pretty crazy. I noticed whenever I'm attacking a gym and there's a Pokemon with Dig, it does such a tremendous amount of damage. So I think that Dig is one of those moves that needs to be nerfed. Over here, we got Sandslash over here, which is kind of cool. 1360. I love Sandslash. It's one of the coolest Pokemon inside of the game. The problem is that this one has a terrible moves, I feel. Metal Claw doesn't do a whole lot. And then Bulldoze. I don't like Bulldoze. I kind of wish I had an Earthquake instead. So yeah, maybe I don't really seem all that happy. But it's just the way it is. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm actually gonna sort by number. That's a little bit easier for me, I think. So we just got Sandslash. Over here we got a Psyduck, which we cannot evolve yet. This Psyduck I think is a little bit good as well. It requires me to have 2200 starters to power up. And being that far into the level, I kind of think it will turn out to be a good Golduck. Machamp over here. So let's actually go ahead and evolve this Machoke over here. I actually have it right behind there. It's for my Pokédex. I'm gonna evolve this one and actually get entry number 137 within my Pokédex. Finally getting a Machamp. It took me the longest time. I was actually gonna leave Cakedown there, but then I actually found another Machamp, allowing me to actually get this Machamp over here. Please have a good attack, because I just love this Pokemon Machamp. I still remember having these Pokemon cards, and this one starter deck had a Machamp in it as a special card, so having a Machamp here is pretty cool. It comes with Karate Chop, which isn't all that bad, but it has Submission. Kinda wished it had Cross Chop, which is definitely a really great attack, but over here, as you guys can see, almost 2000 CP on this Machamp, so of course we're gonna be changing the name to just Machamp, just like this, and boom, finally got my Machamp. 137, only 5 more to go. Moving on here, Weepinbell already did this. Oh, we have a Tentacruel that we can make, so let's go ahead and do that right now. Tentacruels are kind of common in my area, so this one isn't really all that special. Fun fact here, I actually do find quite a few Tentacruels from time to time. They spawn quite, regularly. It's like they're balloons and floating everywhere. So it's kind of cool to get this one. I want to know from you guys, what is the Pokemon that you find the most that isn't a basic Pokemon, but like an evolved form of a Pokemon? For me, that's definitely Tentacruel. Coming in with Sludge Wave and Poison Jab. Poison Jab, a really great attack. It's really fast, so you gotta try that one out for yourself. I actually had an Akans that I had a little bit of fun with, attacking like a gym. And then Poison Jab did so much damage, I was really like, whoa! Poison Jab's such a great attack. So yeah, over here as you guys can see, Tentacruel finally being made. Then, I want to showcase to you guys that I have a Golem that is almost 2000 CP. This is a badass. This Golem is so strong, and whenever it attacks, it is so fast. I just love this Pokemon to death. And it's really powerful against a Dragonite, and it's really strong against the Snorlax as well. And that is partially to do with the amount of defense that this Pokemon has. So I'm just gonna power this one up for you guys, as you guys can see, because it's above level 30, this Pokemon, and we're only getting half the CP, but we're still paying the full amount. So that is the downside, I guess, to leveling up to level 30 and above. So the amount of CP you're getting isn't a whole lot, but we can still power it up quite a bit. So we're definitely going over the 2000 mark. Bonita. I've been waiting for this. Let's evolve this one into a Rapidash. 1131. I'm just really curious to find out how high it's gonna be, because 1100 is pretty crazy on a on a level 1 Pokemon, or phase 1. Phase 1, as you guys can see, Rapidash over here with the fiery flames. And let's see what this one's gonna be. 1131 is going to be changing into 1685. And it has Fire Blast and Ember. You know what? I cannot complain with this. I'm actually pretty happy with this. I kind of expected a little bit more. At least like 2000. It's kind of disappointing, to be honest. I thought 1100 was going to be much more. But you know what? It's going to be... It's okay. Next up we got a Magneton. Let's go ahead and get this one up to the next level. And I hope for Thunder. I really want... Huh? No! I didn't! I just oh no, what? What am I to do with my cat? I'm just gonna evolve. Oh, dang, why did I even? Oh, I'm so used to transferring Pokemon that I just end up transferring. It's okay, it's just a Magneton. And I can make more, like this one over here, which is gonna be from 11 CP to, I guess, like 19. That's my guess, 19. Is it gonna be 19? 19 CP? 24. You did a lot better than I thought. Dang it. Well, we got 4 Magnetons now. We still got this one. Man, that sucks. That really sucks. Okay, Shelter. Gonna get this Shelter into a Gloister. Man, I need to be careful here, guys. I need to be careful. Half of the things I do is just automatic pilot. And you end up doing stuff you don't want to do. Like, for instance, I saw this guy who transferred his Dragonair whenever he wanted to evolve it into a Dragonite. That was honestly the most devastating thing I've ever seen. I think he quit the game after that, which is, he invested so much time into the Dragonair. Oh, Gloister with Blizzard and Frost Breath. That is really cool against Dragonite. Nice. I actually kind of like that. Okay, we have another Voltorb here. Let's evolve this Voltorb. Let's hope it's gonna be getting a little bit of a better attack, because the first one wasn't really that great, and then hopefully the second one will actually be better. So Thunder is gonna be the thing here. Thunder is gonna be the thing here. I still remember that Electro was the fastest Pokemon in Generation 1 in Pokemon, which is really wild if you had a Electrode using Self-Destruct or Explosioners. It actually has Hyper Beam here. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. Spark and Hyper Beam. I think this one's even better than the last Electrode that we made. So, you know what? I'm satisfied with this. This one's also a little bit higher than the other. I have 5 Electrodes right now. I'm still looking for Executor, so I can actually make one, but I'm just going to transfer this Execute right here. Cubone. Let's make a Marowak. Let's go ahead and evolve this Cubone into a Marowak. I think Marowak is a cool Pokemon, but it has always been a little bit, you know, underwhelming. Like, it's not been that great, powerful, strong, or anything like that. I just don't know about this. Maybe I'm missing out on an attack or something that makes this Pokemon really great. This one has Dig, which is kind of good though. Dig will definitely do some damage here. And Mudslap and Dig, I think it's a nice combo, to be honest here. So yeah, coughing. I cannot make a wheezing here, unfortunately. What else do we got? Oh, guys, it is time. It is time. Let's first up do this Magikarp here. Let's see what we're gonna be getting. So after this update, we know that Dragon Breath is no longer a possibility, but we want everything but Twister. If we got Twister, we're screwed. So let's get into this. I've been waiting for this. First Magikarp, evolving this one into a Gyarados. Let's see. Oh man, I just don't want Twister, because if I'm getting Twister, I'm transferring this. If I get Twister, I will transfer this for you guys. Well, come on. Let's see what we're gonna be getting. And this one is gonna give us and Twister. Why do you do this to me? Yeah, it's no longer my favorite, obviously. With Twister. Jeez. Okay. Okay. Please don't tell me I'll be getting Twister. Please. I don't want Twister. Anything but Twister. Twister's such a bad attack. Why do you put that on the Gyarados? Why not do something else like, I don't know, like a different attack than Twister? Jeez, come on. Hydro Pump? You know, I'm good with Hydro Pump. That's the best attack. Come on, give me something good. Yes! Nice! Hydro Pump! Now, this is a great Gyarados over here. 1888. That will definitely do some damage. You know what? I'm happy with that. I cannot complain at all. I got what I wanted. The terrible Magikarp got the Twister. That got transferred, got put in the blender, turned into a candy, and being given to Professor Willow. But now we got a Gyarados with actually getting Hydro Pump again. So that's pretty great. I actually want to talk a little bit here. I have an Almanite. So at Cakedown we found a couple of Almanites there, which is kind of cool. But right now I literally need 2 more Almanites for a Almastar. And I need 1 more Kabuto for a Kabutops. So that's once again for my Pokédex. Then the 2 Pokemon that are missing after that are 3. Actually, Chansey, Charizard, and Muk. I don't think I'll be getting those in the near future. But there's one thing that's currently going on here. There's eggs that needs to be hatched. And that's gonna happen, I hope tomorrow. I hope tomorrow, guys, I'm gonna be able to hatch these. I don't know if I'm gonna stream it. You guys be the judge. I don't think I'll stream it. I think I'll make this a separate video or something like that. Or just highlights or I don't know. You guys tell me what you want me to do with these eggs, because that's something that's on my mind right now. So overall, we got some really crazy and cool Pokemon. I really like the result that we got. We got some Magnetons, we got a Poliwrath, we got a Weeping Bell, many Electrodes, many Magnetons, and just in general, it was a nice evolution spree. Finally got the Machamp there. So, you know, I actually caught this Dragonair there as well. I don't think it's great or anything like that, so I'm just gonna go ahead and transfer this. But catching a Dragonair was actually kind of a cool experience. So yeah, that's going to be wrapping up today's episode of Pokemon Go. Evolutions all around. I hope that you guys enjoyed. As always, make sure if you guys like this video to boom, give it a thumbs up. And that being said, this has been Reversal for Pokemon Go. I'm going to be signing off. I'll see you guys in the next one. And I'm really close to leveling, so be sure to stay tuned for that.